Jamaica, shame on you.
King of Tony our fights. We got around the sons and daughters of Zion. What you step this Tony, one to the microphone right now, you know. King of
Tony. Okay, so why shame on Jamaica? Why? A few days ago, Jamaica entertained the Concacaf Champions Cup, a game between Inter Miami and Cavalier. Now, Inter Miami is a MLS soccer team based in Miami, Florida, and Cavalier based in Kingston, Jamaica, and they play in the Premier League in Jamaica, professional Premier League in Jamaica. Now, why is this important? And why shame on Jamaica? I'll get into that a little bit later. But just so you know, if you haven't already know, that Lionel Messi plays for Inter Miami. So, of course, that led to Messi mania prior to the game, which was a few days ago. I believe it was last Thursday on March 13th in Kingston, Jamaica. Now, the importance of this encounter between these two teams in and of itself really shouldn't be a big deal. But it became a big deal because, again, Lionel Messi, and they're playing in Jamaica. Messi has never been to Jamaica, and Messi mania is alive and well in Jamaica. So you can understand the mayhem prior to, during, and after the game. But before I get into that, I want to step away from that for just a moment. I just want to ask, I want to talk about something before I get into the crux of this discussion. If you are a subscriber, I'm asking that you please indulge me. This is important. And perhaps at the end of this, of the program, you will find that you may come to the conclusion that this is also something that you find important. You may or may not, but anyway, I'm asking for your indulgence. If you are new to the channel, I'm asking for the same thing. Hear me out. Let me ask this question. Does history matter anymore? It's really not a rhetorical question. It's a question that I'm looking for an answer to. Does history matter anymore? And if it does matter, to whom does it matter? It matters to me. And I'm willing to bet that it matters to you as well. Now, I'm going to get into the history of Argentina. And the reason why I'm going to get into the history of Argentina is because Lionel Messi and Luis Suarez, well, not Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez is from Uruguay. Lionel Messi is from Argentina. Now, once I go through that, you will see how the narrative, how it fits together. So, which is why I'm asking for your indulgence. So just bear with me. So I asked you about history and if it matters. And I say, yes, it does to me, which is why I'm going to be talking about the history of Argentina. But before I get to that, I want to ask another pivotal question, another vital question. And that question is racism. Does racism matter anymore? I know I don't want to sound repetitive. Is racism even a thing? I'm here to tell you it doesn't feel like that to me anymore. It really doesn't feel like racism is a thing anymore. The disease of racism, in my view, seems to have gotten away from the consciousness of all of us. It seems that racism have gotten lost in the very thing that was supposed to bring light to the injustices of racism. The very thing that was supposed to bring light to it has overshadowed racism. Now, I'm talking about wokeism. wokeism is madness. Wokeism is madness. And I'm not going to, this is not about wokeism. It's about, as I said, the very thing that was supposed to shine light on racism. Racism has gotten lost in it. Racism is lost. It's lost in the shuffle. Now you'll see why I'm asking this question in just a moment. Now, before I get to the Inter Miami versus Cavalier, I just want to set up the framework for you. And in so doing, what I would like to do, I would like to show you a video of John McEnroe. And in this video, I just want to set it up before I play it. In this video, John McEnroe talked about his decision not to go to South Africa to play in an exhibition tournament in the midst of apartheid. So take a look at this video. I want to show you this video. So let's take a look at that video.
A lot of people over the years have come up to me and thanked me for not going to South Africa when I was offered a lot of, unbelievable, $1 million at that time was like, at least 10 million now or more, play an exhibition against Bjorn. So I feel proud that I made that decision at the time. Had I done it, I don't think it would have changed the world one way or the other had I gone, but I'm proud that I did do it.
I mean, $1 million in 1980. That was
could have bought a Van Gogh. Could have bought a.
Yeah, I mean, not to mention that's really entering the peak of your career. So, I mean, you hadn't made your fortune by then yet. You were starting to.
Yeah, but I was lucky.
So, like, what do you remember from the decision-making process around that?
I remember that it felt wrong, and I remember thinking that I had just walked into a sport that was exploding, in my opinion, and it was thanks to the people that I idolized, like Laver was my idol, and some others that, blazed the trail, but that people were and Bjorn and Connors and these other guys that I was lucky enough to be playing. So I thought this was rather amazing. And then so I thought to myself, yeah, this is an unbelievable amount of money at the time, but it's also, there's a reason why they're offering me an unbelievable amount of money, because they're going to take advantage of me and sort of use that propaganda in a way. I mean, I was 21, but I could get that. So I wasn't going to be the pawn in that whole thing. So that, I took pride in that. It wasn't that difficult, ultimately, decision. I didn't need, I'm 21. I don't need the money that bad yet. So I think that was one of the better decisions I made in my career.
Why did it feel wrong then?
Well, just, why are they offering me this amount of money to go play in South Africa one match when I was getting, 10 grand? Mm-hmm. It was something, obviously immediate red flag. And you try to hear the people, oh, no, that's not the case at all. This is a part that's independent. They've allowed the black people there to live in freedom. You're like, well, really? I don't know, but I doubt, that doesn't sound right to me. I mean, everything sounded like, just didn't have a ring of truth to it, I guess, is the way I would put it.
What did Nelson Mandela say to you when you subsequently met him years later?
He said that it was an honor to meet me. So I was like, that's what I should be saying to him. But he's saying that to me. Now, maybe these brilliant politicians, they just say the right thing, but it felt like I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. That this guy who apparently had no bitterness whatsoever, resentment, or didn't hold on to things, and I'm worried about, some lame call or why didn't I win, the French or this, that, and the other thing that are completely, compared to what he went through, totally meaningless. And when he told me that he had listened, I listened to your match, you and Borg at Wimbledon. I realized he was at, Robbins Island listening to my match on the prison radio. I'm like, what a jerk you are, that you're sitting there whining about everything. So that was serious jolt, perspective and a reality check there. But nonetheless, it was, the most amazing person I ever met. I will say that. His hands, they felt like he had these big hands that just felt so warm, and I don't know, it was like an angel on earth.
Okay, so you saw John McEnroe talking about how proud and he was, and that how satisfying it was for him to have made that decision not to go to South Africa. This is a white guy taking a stand against apartheid. He's not black, a white guy taking a stand. So let's just let that sink in. Let that sink in for a moment. Trust me, guys, it will come together. Just like I said, bear with me. It'll come together. Just let that soak in for a moment. Now, I want to play a video of Usain Bolt in Argentina. I just want to show you this video. Take a look.
I got my red dress on tonight, dancing in the dark in the pale moonlight. Done my hair up real big, beauty queen style. High heels off, I'm feeling alive. Oh my God, I feel it in the air, telephone wires above, all sizzling like a snare. Honey, I'm on fire, I feel it everywhere. Nothing scares me anymore. Kiss me hard before you go. Summertime sadness. I just wanted you to know that, baby, you're the best. I got that summertime sadness. Summertime sadness. Got that summertime sadness. Oh, oh, oh. I got that summertime. 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 Summertime sadness. I got that summertime. I got that summertime. I got that summertime. Summertime sadness. I'm feeling electric tonight, cruising down the coast, going about 99. Got my bad baby by my heavenly side. I know if I go, I'll die happy tonight. Oh my God, I feel it in the air, telephone wires above, all sizzling like a snare. Honey, I'm on fire, I feel it everywhere. Nothing scares me anymore. Kiss me hard before you go. Summertime sadness. I just wanted you to know that, baby, you're the best. I got that
Okay, so on the one hand, you see a white guy taking a stand against South Africa in the midst of apartheid. And then in the subsequent video, you see Usain Bolt in Argentina. Now, what does that mean? Okay, this is where I get into the history of Argentina. Now, I'm going to show you an article, and this will take about 3 to 4 minutes. Or if you want to go through the video and read it then, but I would recommend that you just take 3 minutes and read it. And the video, the article will be rolling, so you may want to pause it and read. Now, this is an effort. I'm trying to link up, trying to put it together for you, what I'm getting at. Now, you saw John McEnroe rejecting South Africa. Then I showed you a video of Usain Bolt in Argentina. Now I'm going to show you an article, and this has to do with the history, the shady history, the depraved history of Argentina. Just take a look at this, guys. Now, while you take a look at this, the document, the article, I'm just going to go through some of the highlights with you. Now, the striking, you see where it says blacks do not exist. I just want to read that paragraph where it says, today, many Argentinians hold the erroneous belief that Argentina neither participated in the slave trade nor witnessed the presence of Afro-Argentinians as if they had left the country naturally. Such misconceptions persist despite historical evidence. Former Argentine President Carlos Menem once shockingly declared, in Argentina, blacks do not exist. That is a Brazilian problem. Now, while you go through this article, the summary of this is that the genocide of African slaves in Argentina. This country did the unthinkable, the unspeakable, inhumane atrocities committed upon the African slaves in Argentina. And this was accomplished, or as you'll see in the article, the whitening of Argentina. You'll see, when you go through, you'll see that. And you see how it was accomplished, how this genocide was accomplished. It was accomplished by way of a war with Paraguay. I believe this was in 1851, I believe. It's all there in the article. This was one of the ways that Argentina committed genocide on the African slaves. Yellow fever, social exclusion, anything that you can think of that would cause for a people to withdraw. They made it so uncomfortable for the African slaves, for Argentinian blacks, that a lot of the Argentinian blacks flee to Uruguay and Brazil, where they were more welcoming of Argentinian, Afro-Argentinians. You will see things like yellow fever and the fact that because of the exclusion, it was the Afro-Argentinian population was decimated by yellow fever. So this is the history of Argentina. Now, you remember earlier I asked, does history matter anymore? And I say to you, yes, it does. This history matters. This history should matter to Black people all over the world. It should matter to the Caribbean people. It should matter to Black people in America, Black people in Europe, Black people in Asia, and of course, Africans. History, this history should matter. And for me, it does matter. This history matters. Genocide, genocide, genocide. This was brought upon by the Argentinian government against African slaves, Afro-Argentinians. This was brought about by the government of Argentina. And people must know this. The information is there. I was under the impression that this was the information age. Everybody has an iPhone. Everybody has a desktop computer. Everybody has a laptop. In other words, everyone has the information at their fingertips. Why is history being ignored? Why is history being ignored? This information is there. It's there for all to see. Yes, I'm speaking to you, Jamaica. This is there for you to see. This is the information that I want everyone to know. And this is a platform that I'm using to do so. Now, I don't have a lot of subscribers. So I'm asking for all of you, if you do care about this, I'm asking for all of you, if you're new to the channel, and I'm asking all my subscribers, please share this video. Share it. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. For those of you who are subscribed, I do appreciate your support. But please share this information. So what I want to do now is I want to, I have a series of videos that I'll be showing you. Now that you've seen the atrocities committed by Argentina to its Afro slaves and the whitening of Argentina, I think you're starting to see the puzzle coming together. The picture is becoming focused. It's coming into focus. So I just want to remind you, don't forget about the John McEnroe video. Don't forget about the Usain Bolt video. Just go back and take a look. Usain Bolt in Argentina. So now I want to talk about the game. Inter Miami versus Cavalier of Jamaica. Here's a video of the Jamaican Prime Minister caught up in the, quote, Messi mania. The Prime Minister of Jamaica. Here's the Prime Minister of Jamaica. Take a look. Actually, before I apologize. Before I get to the video of the Prime Minister of Jamaica, I just want to expound a little bit on the history of Argentina and its racist past and racist present. A few years ago, Luis Suarez, I'm sorry, not Luis Suarez, I misspoke. Enzo Fernandez, not a few years ago, just maybe, it's 2025 now, so I'm going to say last year, the year that Argentina beat Colombia, the year that so Argentina won the World Cup in 2022. Argentina won the World Cup, and they have subsequently won the Copa America back-to-back. I believe the video that I'm about to show you was after the World Cup, when Argentina beat France in Qatar. And this is a video of a racist song about the French players. Take a look.
Gracias.
Va, dale, escuchen.
Corra la ola, juegan en Francia, pero son todos.
So this is modern times, modern day, and this, you just won a major tournament. You just won a major tournament, and this is the song that you chose to sing. Now, the excuse that they gave, it was the heat of the moment, and it's euphoric. This is the excuse they gave. But what you should take away from this occurrence with the Argentinian national team, which Messi was complicit. Messi was on the bus. Messi, the captain of Argentina, was on the bus during that song. Messi was on the bus. The takeaway is this is normal behavior for Argentinians. Normal behavior. From the information that I've seen, and from the articles that I've read, and from the videos that I've seen, and from the anecdotes that I've listened to from others. For example, when I listen to people talk about when Brazil play in Argentina, the racist abuse from the Argentinian fans. I hear these anecdotes all the time. So what you need to understand is that this is normal behavior for Argentinians. It's nothing to them. It's normal. So the fact that you just won a major tournament, this is the song that you can think of. This is the song that comes to mind. This is the song. So I'm saying to you, don't believe the excuses. They knew what they were singing because it's just how they are. It's how they are. And if I may just digress for just a moment, in a post-match press conference with Mascherano, Javier Mascherano, who is the manager for Inter Miami, he said that he didn't know about Jamaica. This was in the post press conference after the Inter Miami versus Cavalier game. He said he didn't know about Jamaica.
And about Jamaica, we have been here for a short time, but it was really, really nice to be here because it's a country that I didn't know, so the people treat us very, very nice. So
I find that interesting. This is how he thinks, and I would dare say, this is how they think. Remember, Jamaica played Argentina in 1998 World Cup, and I believe the outcome was 5-0.
This is Beron. That's a lovely ball. Ortega scores a beautiful goal. Quality all through. Through ball. And it was first time here or nothing. And it proved to be everything.
Ball in his left. He finds his man in the box. A very tight angle ball squared in. And Argentina get on the board. Julian Alvarez with the gorgeous first-time finish in the 13th minute of play. Argentina lead Jamaica by 1-0.
Jamaica was Argentina's opponent in 1998 World Cup. And Javier Mascherano said that he didn't know about Jamaica. That's what he said. But just getting back to that video, this is modern times. This is an everyday thing for Argentinians. Now, I'm referring to Argentinian fans, football fans. Now, football fans are part of society. So if you're going to push back and say, well, it's just football fans, well, they're part of society. They're the ones going into the stadiums and chanting racist abuse towards black players. So with the article spelling out the atrocities committed by the Argentinian government and the racist abuse that continues to occur in Argentina. You know, the whitening of Argentina. This is in South America. So now I'm going to show you, let's take a look at the Jamaican Prime Minister. This is the Jamaican Prime Minister caught up in the Messi mayhem. Take a look.
I want to see Messi play. If it's even for 5 minutes, that's what I want.
This is the Jamaican Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. I believe his name is, Andrew Holness. This is the Prime Minister of Jamaica. So I'm going to show you a couple more videos. I mean, this is, I just have to show you guys this. I really do have to show you this. This is, I find, for me, some disturbing behavior by the Jamaican fans. Take a look at this.
I want to see Messi play. If it's even for 5 minutes, that's what I want.
We actually need to start to believe in more in our players. We need to stop selling ourselves short.
That man's name good as fuck. Yo, man. Who's perfume man away? Yo.
I saw the done.
Now, this is a Cavalier player sniffing the jersey of Lionel Messi. Later on, you'll see a guy bowing down on his knees, worshiping Lionel Messi. Jamaican fans putting on the Argentina shirt. Jamaican fans cheering for Messi, cheering for Inter Miami. Now, they try to make the distinction that they were cheering for Messi, not Inter Miami. I'm here to tell you that Lionel Messi and Inter Miami are not mutually exclusive. Lionel Messi and Argentina occupy the same space. Lionel Messi plays for Inter Miami. So if you're cheering for Messi, you are cheering for Inter Miami. I don't know how you separate the two. I don't see how you separate the two. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. This was a sold out stadium, all of whom were there to see Lionel Messi. I don't have a problem with fans having their idols and kissing their idols' jerseys. Actually, I think that's worrisome, but people are going to do what they're going to do. I don't have a problem with mayhem and you know, mania over a player. I really don't. But not this player. I have a problem with the obsession over this player. I have a problem with the lack of pride shown by the Jamaican fans. You can love Messi all you want, but where's your pride? Where is your John McEnroe moment, I say to you, Jamaican fans? Where was your John McEnroe moment? Where was your John McEnroe moment? Where was it? The same question goes to you, Mr. Usain Bolt. I don't know how much you got paid when you went to Argentina. I don't know how much you got paid. I'm pretty sure you got a hefty sum, and I hope it was worth it. But shame on you, Usain Bolt. Shame on you, the Jamaican fans. Shame on you. Just imagine how the players of Cavalier must have felt. Well, actually, interestingly enough, I don't think they were bothered by the fact that the 40 plus thousand fans were cheering for the opposition. I don't think they cared. I mean, you saw the reaction of one of the players kissing Messi's jersey. Where's your pride? Shame on you. Where is your pride? Where is your pride? Where is it? If not for the Cavalier badge, the Jamaica badge, where was it? Shame on you. Now, I have to highlight a couple of people in Jamaica. So I want to highlight and give a big shout out to Craig Butler. And I'm going to show you a video of Craig Butler in just a moment. But I want to say this is a proud Jamaican. Craig Butler. Craig Butler stood up and was appalled, in my view, based on what he said, was appalled with what he saw. You can love Messi all you want, but have some pride. Take a look at Craig Butler. Take a look at this.
Hi, there's a fire at the airport, so I'm waiting here with my friends on Whisper to come out. But I thought I'd just comment a little bit. Cavaliers FC is not my friend, not my favorite club, and for sure, Speed and I don't get along. But I went to the National Stadium and I went to support a Jamaican team and a Jamaican coach playing in this game. What I saw was shocked me. I've been to so many games all over the world and I've never seen a team, a home team, cheer for the opponent that much, dressed in the opponent's gear. Listen, we can respect Messi, we can rate him, he's the number one player in the world, one of, because there's Cristiano. But the fact is, you cannot. We need to develop our own pride. As a footballing nation, we're not that far off from Miami, Inter Miami. We're not that far off, or the players are not that bad. We actually need to start to believe in more in our players, more in the potential and the capacity to grow. We need to stop selling ourselves short in terms of transfers and where we send our players. We need to work hard on the development because the natural ability is there. And we need to start recognizing that pride in our nation goes beyond fan worship. We should have all been there to support Cavaliers in Cavaliers gears or in Jamaica gears or in nothing at all. But definitely not in Inter Miami gears. And we would never be able to go to an Inter Miami game and see the people of America in Jamaican gears cheering for Jamaica against Inter Miami. You would never see that. Start to believe in ourselves as a nation, as a footballing nation. I've been trying for 20 years for you guys to get it. We can be much greater than we are. And if you ever doubt it, look at Usain Bolt. Look at what Leon is becoming. Yeah? One day, I still believe that Leon will be one of, if not the best player in the world. And if not Leon, then it will come up one of the other boys coming up. But we have to instill that pride in our country, instill that belief, instill that faith. And it comes not from just the federation or the clubs, but the people of Jamaica. Stop breaking down everybody. Stop ridiculing the Craig Butlers or the Speed or using it as a means to argue. Give supportive comments and try and let's see how we can build this nation's football. Anyway, one love still. Me wait for Whisper.
So this is, and I'm going to wrap it up. I know it's a long video, and I apologize. And I appreciate your indulgence, but I just wanted to get this information out there. I really wanted to get this information to the public. Now, some of you may say, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. Perhaps, but as I said, I care about history. I have pride in my country, and I think it's important that we understand the ramifications of historical past and how the past has affected all of us. Because this struggle continues. So I just want to say thank you so much for the time, for spending this time with me, because it was very important. And actually, before I go, I just want to show you one last video of a prominent sportscaster in Jamaica making excuses for Messi mania. That's Oral Tracy. Take a look.
A quick flashback to the massive Messi mania that swept across Jamaica in the past week. People are up in arms that so many Jamaicans turned up at the National Stadium in Jamaica in their Inter Miami or Argentina or Lionel Messi jerseys, vociferously cheering for the little Argentine in a game against a Jamaican team. But please, context, context, context. This is Lionel Messi we're talking about. One of, if not the greatest player to have ever kicked a football. So the moment itself was no ordinary moment. That turnout at the stadium was never about Jamaican football fans or fans of Cavalier going out to support their team. The vast majority of that overflowing national stadium were only at the stadium to see Lionel Messi. So why under normal circumstances, with a normal player, the frustration would be understandable. These circumstances were not normal. And obviously, Lionel Messi is not a normal player. You understand?
So yeah, so that's a prominent sportscaster trying to tell you that, oh, it was okay. It was okay for, let's keep it in context, he says. Let's keep it in context. This was Messi. So you can forgive how the people behaved. And I say to Mr. Oral Tracy, no. Where is your pride? I've watched some of your videos on your YouTube channel. I've watched some of your videos. And at times you've demonstrated your how proud you are of your country. And I applaud you for that. But you want to make an excuse for this particular moment, because now you have been converted. You are now a Messi fan. On that particular video, when you said that it's arguably Messi is the greatest player of all time, you can stop saying arguably, because I know what you think and I know what you believe. You have now joined the propaganda in saying Messi is the greatest of all time. You have now joined that group of people. So you don't have to say arguably the greatest player of all time. You know what you want to say. Just say it. And it's your right. But please, this idea that, put it in context, this was no ordinary player. I saw Messi at his peak in New York. I saw Messi, and I still maintain that the greatest player of all time is Pelé. I'm a fan of Diego Maradona's. Rest in peace. But I would never worship Diego Maradona. I would never, the genuflect that I saw in Jamaica, the genuflect that I saw was despicable. No sense of pride. No sense of pride. No sense of pride whatsoever. But like I said, I'm a huge fan of Diego Maradona's. But I don't want his shirt. I won't wear his shirt. But I admire his skill on the football pitch. I admired it. To me, the second greatest player of all time, Diego Armando Maradona. There's only one king. Anyway, I'm kind of straying off the topic. But as I begin the show, I will end the show. Shame on you, Jamaica. Where is your pride? Where is your pride? Where is it? If you can tell me where your pride is, tell me about that in the comment section. Come at me with your vitriol. Whatever you want to tell me. If you agree or disagree, talk about that. Tell me about that in the comment section. So until next time, take care, guys.
Ice up the black, gold and green. People are rock and come in. Jamaica things. Yeah. 876. Represent the place. Hands are furious. Flags are furious. Lighters. People from all over welcome always. Jamaica, Jamaica. Oh my reggae nice and it make ya. Nobody watching us can know we're no safer. And even more time when we shot at the paper. Still have up the flavor, Jamaica, Jamaica. Big up the farmer, them for acres and acres. And me I tell you we no left the creator. No matter what them want, say that little island, you still I get greater. Some love we for the beach, some love we for the food, some love we for the roots and the nice reggae groove. Some run up and down and come here just for catchy dance moves. Some I enjoy vacation, them they up on a cruise. Finally them legalize the ganja. Now when you grew up on the rocket kinda stronger. Go and go ask your nurses and your lawyer, your teachers and your doctor. Even your favorite actor, Jamaica, Jamaica. Oh my reggae nice and it make ya. Nobody watching news can know we're no safer. And even more time when we shot at the paper. Still have up the flavor, Jamaica, Jamaica. Big up the farmer, them for acres and acres. And me I tell you we no left the creator. No matter what them want, say that little island, you still I get greater. When you hear a blank bus tune a pull up, and them the kind of energy when dance all full up. The place full of girl, now we no bull up. Music all night, then we can't get enough dance round. Every man I get a share, promoter selling off the beer. Taxi man collect him fare. Outside, soup he don't prepare. Jerk chicken line, and me see the tear of them a tear. Just Jamaica, Jamaica. Oh my reggae nice and it make ya. Nobody watching news can know we're no safer. And even more time when we shot at the paper. Still have up the flavor, Jamaica, Jamaica. Big up the farmer, them for acres and acres. And me I tell you we no left the creator. No matter what them want, say that little island, you still I get greater. Some love we for the beach, some love we for the food, some love we for the roots and the nice reggae groove. Some run up and down and come here just for catchy dance moves. Some I enjoy vacation, them they up on a cruise. Finally them legalize the ganja. The one you grew up on the rocket kinda stronger. Go and go ask your nurses and your lawyer, your teachers and your doctor. Even your favorite actor, Jamaica, Jamaica. Oh my reggae nice and it make ya. Nobody watching news can know we're no safer. And even more time when we shot at the paper. Still have up the flavor, Jamaica, Jamaica. Big up the farmer, them for acres and acres. And me I tell you we no left the creator. No matter what them want, say that little island, you